Hello everyone, my name is Labda and welcome back to Geometry Dash. And today we're gonna be doing Forest Temple by Michigan. And yes, indeed, this is the return of my demon list. If you'll remember, a good while ago, I used to do my demon list, which was a set amount of levels that I was gonna beat, and that I would upload them on YouTube as a video, sort of like Brendan Larkin did back in the day. And I'm deciding to continue that because I'm enjoying the game again with the release of 2.2. I'm really enjoying the game. I've been working on a few other levels as well. For instance, I've been practicing ICDX, Ice Carbon Diablo X, which is just ridiculous, but I've been doing that. And meanwhile, I decided, hey, you know what, let's just continue with the demon list and see if I can beat some of the levels that I got stuck on before. And one of them is this one, Forest Temple by Michigan. I tried to record this probably like 4 or 5 times before this recording session, and it was every time I did the level for like an hour, and then I got really mad because it's hard. This level is hard. It might not look like much when playing, but trust me, this level is yeah, it's difficult. And so I got really mad at the level. Also, there's a hertz bug, an FPS bug at like 60 something percent. That, you know, there's like a ship part where the spikes could clamp down on you as you pass through them, and that used to be bugged on higher refresh rates, which made it super inconsistent, and you needed to do like super precise ship movements to get past it. But now that 2.2 is out and we're all on 240 FPS physics, for some reason it's fixed now. I have no idea what changed in the physics to make that part work again, but I've just not been having any trouble with it in practice mode so far. So I'm kind of motivated to play this level again, because that was like a major hurdle I stumbled upon when playing this level. So yeah, hopefully we can get this done today. I have practiced it a little bit. I did a 4-attempt practice run earlier today, so let's hope we can continue that flow. And as you can see, I'm already past that. That ship part is one of the hardest parts of the level, and so is this wave. This wave's kind of really hard. Yeah, doesn't look that hard. Like, it looks like you have a lot more room to actually do, because the bushes have really weird hitboxes. Like these spiky bushes have some of the weirdest hitboxes in the game. And so it's really hard to judge what can kill you and what can't. So that part is really hard to get right. And then also, just generally, this level is pretty first half heavy. Like, the first 4 parts are, in my opinion, the hardest parts of the level. Especially that UFO. Don't underestimate that UFO. That UFO is kind of ridiculous. It reminds me of Michigan's part in Bloodbath. Of course, quite a lot easier. But it does kind of remind me of that you have to like go through a pretty tight corridor as a UFO. And it's pretty tricky. It doesn't look like much, but you do have to have a good click pattern to get through there, because the spaces are a little bit tight. But yeah, this first queue part is not too bad, but then you get into this like corridor section, which is pretty difficult to get all the timings right. Luckily, I have them in my muscle memory pretty well. So this should get consistent pretty quickly. Hopefully, at least. So yeah, it's been quite a while since I've done any sort of commentary. I think last time I did commentary was Ice Carbon Diablo X, which is a really weird level to do commentary on, so I wouldn't even consider that a proper commentary video. So yeah, this is the first time in a while I'm actually like sitting down with you guys and talking about the level and talking about my experiences with it and just general life stuff. And I think it's, you know, it's about time I do something like this again, because it's been months since my last demon list video. And that was mainly just because I wasn't really enjoying the game anymore that much. I basically quit for a few months, and then 2.2 came out. And now I'm back into the groove of things again, and I'm really enjoying the game again. So let's try and keep this up a little bit. We'll see what happens. I do have some pretty big plans that I'm probably never gonna realize. Of course, I still have my extreme demon list of extreme demons I want to beat, and I'm still working on a few extreme demons on and off, just figuring things out if I want to go for any of them properly. Right now, I'm basically just doing Ice Carbon Diablo X, which is currently, unfortunately, not an extreme demon, even though I do consider it one. It got delegated to Insane Demon like a few days ago, and since then I haven't really been that motivated to play it, to be honest, but I have some pretty decent progress on it. I got 83 about a week and a half ago, I think. So, yeah, I should probably just finish that at some point, and then I can start focusing on maybe beating another extreme at some point. Which is it's probably either going to be AQ or Forbidden Isle, which is kind of reminds me of Forest Temple, to be honest, but it's a little bit different. But AQ I already know pretty well, and it's generally considered easier than Cataclysm, so should not be too bad to finish. And then Forbidden Isle is kind of the same, even though I know that level a lot less. And then of course I still have Bloodbath. I have 59 on Bloodbath, so I might want to finish that at some point. But that's still a very daunting task. Like, I still do not feel very confident in beating Bloodbath anytime soon or anything. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been planning these last few days, weeks. Just getting back into the swing of things, and you know, while playing some 2.2 stuff, also looking at where did I leave off at the end of 2.1 when I kind of quit the game. Just reorient myself and see what I want to go for and what I don't want to go for. I do plan on continuing the demon list. I do think there are some levels that I really do want to beat. But I think I'm going to enforce like a similar policy to what I did back towards the end of my original demon list run, which is basically just pick and choose whichever level what I want to do at certain points. Like, the order of the demon list is kind of redundant at this point. I just do whatever. This just so happens to be next on my list, but it's really just because I wanted to get this out of the way since I've been trying to record this level for so long. And just to have it out of the way and be done with it, you know, put it to rest. So anyway, yeah, that's my little bit my planning. So yeah, so back to the level. I know I've been talking a lot about a bunch of other shit. But yeah, in reality, I do kind of like this level. It's not the best. I don't even think it's the best Michigun Temple level. My favorite of that series has to be, I think Lava Temple is my favorite. But this might be my second favorite temple level, just because of the legendary status it has. Of course, one of my big idols in Geometry Dash YouTube history, Eric Van Wilderman, beat this as his like hardest as a jump from like ToE2 V2 or something. And ever since then, I've kind of wanted to beat this level. And yeah, feel happy that I'm finally kind of doing this, and honestly doesn't even feel that bad. Like I said, there are of course hard parts, but as a whole, I don't think the level is that bad. It's still a hard demon, of course, but just like, I wouldn't consider this like a borderline insane demon or something. Maybe some people do. I don't really, so yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead and focus up a little bit now, because I've just been talking and dying at the first cube over and over again. Which that would not make for very interesting content. So I think it's time we focus up a little bit and try and see where we can get. Okay, so far so good. Yeah, this ship part's really hard as well. Tight flying, and I died to the wave transition. Yeah, that transition's kind of bad. And generally, that's kind of the worst thing about this level now is the transitions. They're pretty unforgiving if you go through the portal a certain way. So you do really have to learn how to go through the portals, and it's kind of annoying and not that good level design. But I'll get over it. It's not like a huge issue or something with the level. It's just something that I've noticed. The transitions can be a little bit inconsistent from time to time. Okay. Ah, fuck! I died to the ship. Yeah, that part's hard because you just gotta have a lot of ship control. I do have a lot of ship control, so that part is not that bad, but it's still like, I'm good at straight flying, but I'm not good at like controlled going up and down, I guess. I tend to flail a little bit, but it's okay. At least we're getting there semi-consistently now, as you could see there. Okay, wave again. Come on. Yes, okay. Ah, yeah, that's what I mean with the transitions being kind of bad. I just held down the button a little bit there because I thought I was going to go under the portal and hit the spikes below. So I just corrected a little bit, but that sent me into the portal while still holding the button, so I went way up with my ship. Damn, at least we did the wave. I'm happy with that. First attempt past the wave and immediately died, but it's fine. That ship that comes afterwards is another case of like having control over your ship while it is going up and down significantly. And that's definitely something I need to improve on in my ship skill set, I guess, but it's definitely not the hardest part or the hardest ship part of the level by any means. So here we go again. No, I died again. Fuck. Yeah, that transition is so weird. I kind of don't like it. Shame we got to the ship again and then didn't even get an opportunity to actually play the ship, but yeah. At least we're getting more consistent at the beginning of the level. Because I do think after that transition, the level gets... I wouldn't say easy, but it gets easier, you know? So, I do think after that transition, I have a decent chance of maybe even fluking it to the end. Probably not, but there is a slim chance that that might happen. But we'll see. Of course, now that I've said it, it's not gonna happen, but yeah. Ah, no, yeah. It's always so dodgy, that wave. I'm like always like kind of nervous when getting there because it's so awkward and weird. Honestly, to me, that wave is probably the hardest part of the level. I'm not even joking. Like, just because it's so inconsistent and I really kind of don't know where the hitboxes are for that, so... yeah, it's kind of just luck-based whether I get through there or not. Ah, come on, dude. No! Oh my god, dude! Okay, that wave is really annoying, wow. I'm getting really consistent now at the first cube. But it's the other parts that are now giving me a rough time, like the ship and the wave. Like, even this UFO is kind of consistent now, even though I still die there sometimes. I've kind of got the pattern down now, so I do consistently get to the ship and the wave. It's just that I still die there a lot right now. But hopefully that will get consistent in a bit. Yes, okay, here we go, ship time. Ooh. Okay, yeah, this UFO is not too bad. Really not that hard, even though... ah, come on, dude. I died there. Yeah, it is... the UFO is not... that UFO is not that bad. But you do still have to focus, and there's some weird timings involved where some of those swords you'd have to land on in order to do the timing right. That one you actually didn't have to land on, you had to jump over. I just forgot, and yeah, that caused me to hit the side of the sword. Oh well, new best for the session, 57%. I can't be mad at that. And yeah, after that is the ship part I was talking about at the beginning, where the spikes like close in on you. It still feels kind of clunky, but it's not. I like basically don't die there anymore in practice mode, so it shouldn't be too bad. Here we go again. There you go. Okay. Yeah, this is the part I was talking about. As you can see, not too bad anymore. Okay, now we're on this wave. This wave kind of reminds me of Decode, but it's not too bad. And this robot might kill me. Okay, the transition into the robot kill me. Yeah. That is the last really weird transition. After that, it's really not that bad. But that transition is probably the worst in the level. You have to go up with the wave in order to hit the portal in the correct way. Otherwise, you just go down and you die. As I did there. But I kind of forgot what to do because I was commentating and panicking. And yeah, things were not going well. But it's good that I got there at least. And yeah, it's I think the wave is getting a little bit more consistent now. So let's keep it up and see if we can beat this. Oh no, I jumped too early there. God damn it. Yeah, that part's kind of awkward if you're nervous and you tend to time things too early, which I do. Yeah. You do have to time your jumps there pretty well, and I didn't. I just didn't, so... That's a shame. Oh well. So far, not angry at this level in the slightest, which is a definite improvement over my last recording sessions, which all had me raging by the time I got to this stage. Yeah, wasn't very fun experience, but that was mainly due to the bug, which has been patched, so that's good. And we're getting far again. Here we go again. Go up through the portal. Yes. Okay, this robot's not too bad. It might kill me, but... yeah, it's not really all that bad. This ball might fuck me over. Nope, it didn't. Okay, remember... yes, I remembered. Cool. And then we do that, and we do that, and we beat it. Let's fucking go. That feels really good. Oh, man. This level has been a long time coming, dude. Like, I think my first recording session of this level was, like, probably this time last year, or maybe even the year before that. Just every time I tried to record it, I kept up just getting really mad at the level and just not wanting to play it and quitting after, like, an hour of recording. But now I've only been recording for 30 minutes, and, I definitely did get a little bit lucky there at the end that I didn't die to the robot, because that robot is still pretty tricky. Like you see, as you could probably see, I had to do some pretty tricky jumps. And I said the ball might fuck me over, but it didn't, so... lucky to get through there in one piece, and then luckily I remembered what to do at the last part. I think one of my recording sessions I died to that first, like temple thing right at the end. And that just completely infuriated me, but I did practice the end a little bit more than the beginning this time to make sure that didn't happen again, and yeah, it didn't happen. Super happy to get this level done. I do still really like this level. There are some flaws, like I said, the transitions are kind of bad, and I don't like that wave part with the bushes. It's just inconsistent, and I don't really like that all that much. It's a unique wave part, that's for sure. Like, nobody's using bushes as wave walls anymore, but I think there's a pretty good reason for that. But yeah, really love this level. Yeah, loved it. So I think I'm just gonna leave the episode here, although I do have to count up my attempts. These are not gonna be proportional to my time spent on this since I came back to the game when 2.2 came out. It's probably around 300, 400 attempts, like current attempts, but I'll just count all of my total attempts up right now. So that's 2,229. Here, Force Temple 240 FPS. Yeah, so basically what I did for this 240 FPS fix was that part where the spikes come together. I just slightly, like, delayed the move trigger for that so that it would actually come down on me after I've already fully passed the part. Which fixed it, but also I guess that technically made it easier, I don't know. But I just didn't want to play it at that point anyway, so I never really made significant progress on this. At least I don't think so. Let me check. Yeah, I got 52, so that's not significant progress. And only 61 attempts on that level. Okay, cool. So that makes a total of 2,290 attempts on this level. Which, I mean, that's not too bad for, like, a hard demon that I've been working on for a long time. It's still a lot of attempts, and I would have been done with this way earlier and need less attempts if that bug hadn't existed, but yeah. It's just the way it is, I guess. But I'm gonna end the video here, so if you did enjoy this episode of Geometry Dash, please smash the like button and subscribe, it helps me out a lot. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!